I'm sorry if y'all can hear my dog like playing around by herself. She's real special. Please ignore the fact that I really need to wax my eyebrows. Your girl hasn't had time. I also have not had time to fill in my nails, so I'm sorry. They're a little grody. Why do I do this to myself? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danny Taylor, and today we're trying a full face of first impressions. So some of these products are new to the market, and then others are just little things I've discovered in the drugstore that I wanted to give a shot. I don't want to spoil anything, but today was rough. It always seems to be when I'm trying something for the first time, but we made it. This is what we come up with. If you want to see how everything went down, then keep on watching. Alright, so I always start with moisturizing because of the dryness under my eyes and pretty much everywhere else. So this is the IT Cosmetics Confidence in a Cream Transforming Moisturizing Super Cream. So we're gonna see how super creamy it really is. That sounded gross. I'm sorry. That feels pretty good. It's kind of thicker than I was expecting. Most often I've been using the Neutrogena Hydro Boost water gel stuff for moisturizing. It's super just watery, creamy, smooth, pretty thin layering. So it's a little thicker than what I'm used to, but it feels really nice, and it's kind of got some tackiness to it, so that might help some foundation stick. I got this in my BoxyCharm. This is the Dr. Brandt Needles No More Baggage Eye Depuffing Gel. It says to do it after your eye moisturizer, so we're gonna try it. I got bags, and sometimes I've got circles, so I think maybe that'll be enough. You can totally see a little bit of extra smoothness already over here. I wonder if I need more. It's super thick. This is the Frizz and Bubble Lip Scrub in the flavor of watermelon. Use a tea-sized amount, scrub your lips soft, and lick off the rest. So I'm literally allowed to lick off the rest. Kind of tastes like Pop Rocks. I forgot to get a primer to try out, so let's do one I haven't used on the channel before. This is not a first impressions, but it's a primer I have not used in literally years. This is the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer. It's just the regular old clear one. Of course, I would love it if I had a pore minimizing new one to try, but I didn't. But this one doesn't do too bad at like blurring everything out. I forgot how kind of silicone-y that feels, but I still don't hate it. All right, now finally onto complexion. I'm going to be trying the Morphe Highlight and Contour Beauty Sponge. You know, I'm obsessed with the Real Technique sponges, but to give something new a try, we're gonna try that one. For our base, I wanted to try the new Benefit Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation. I got it in their lightest shade, number 1. As per usual, I'm sure it's not going to be light enough for me, but we're just gonna pretend like it's a shade match today, okay? And I'm going to try that on half the face just as is, and then I also wanted to try the Urban Decay Velvetizer. This is supposed to give you added coverage as well as kind of mattify and make it feel velvety. So it comes with just the little dropper there. It's already trying to mush out, so let's give myself, ooh, it's very liquidy. I don't know if that's enough or not. We'll find out. I can kind of tell it might be oxidizing, or it's going to oxidize a little bit, but that's fine. It didn't start out super orange, so I'm not too worried about it. Definitely not full coverage, but it is a soft, pretty finish. I don't know how much you want to call that, but I'm gonna just squirt some in there, and then it just kind of flows out, so we'll see. Maybe that's a dime size. When you put it on there, it definitely looks too dark. I feel like I didn't use enough foundation. I'm not sure I can tell a whole bunch of a difference. So for concealer, I wanted to try the new Born This Way Super Coverage Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. Our lightest shade is Swan, so of course that's the one we are going to try. Born This Way Foundation in Swan is kind of close to a perfect match. It's still a hint dark and warmer than I typically like my foundations, but it's close to a perfect match. So if this is the same color as that foundation, this is not going to be good for under eye brightening, but it's the lightest shade they had, so it's what we're going to try. If you've been sleeping under a rock, you haven't seen it yet, but it's massive. Like, this whole thing is a concealer. That's some brand's foundation. Also don't have a new eye primer, so I'm gonna bring that over my eyelid a little bit to use that as my eye primer. But real quick for the concealer, I definitely feel more coverage under the eyes now. Okay, for setting, I didn't get a new loose setting powder, but I've only used the Laura Mercier one like once. I don't even remember really what I thought of it, so we'll try that. I think I'm pretty much done with this bunch. I like it. It gets in crevices. It got under the eyes really nicely, so I like it. And for the rest of my face, I'm going to try the Urban Decay All Nighter Waterproof Setting Powder. This came out maybe about a month ago now, and I screamed. I was so excited, and I had to wait again to use it until you guys were here. It looks dark. That's darker than my normal skin, but it's okay. I'm just gonna give it a little swirly swirl here. Oh my god, could you imagine if I paired this with the All Nighter foundation as well as the All Nighter powder with the All Nighter setting spray? Your face wouldn't go anywhere. Okay, real quick, we'll go in and do the brows. If there was nothing new and exciting for certain parts of the face, then I went and got some drugstore brands that I haven't tried before, or at least products that I haven't tried from the drugstore brands before. See if they are worth saving a few bucks on. So this is the Makeup Revolution Brow Pomade in the color Chocolate. It comes with this tiny brush. I'm gonna try their tiny brush just for poops and giggles, but then inevitably when it probably doesn't work well for me, we'll get my Wonder 2 brow thing out. I'm sorry if you can see my mirror a little bit down here, but your girl's got to be able to see her face. Definitely not the brow that I was going for today, but it's gonna have to do. I'm gonna do the other eye. Be right back. Don't come for me or my brows today. I know they look rough. I'm sorry. Pomade feels nice when I use my regular Wonder 2 Boolean brow brush. If you watched my birthday haul, you saw that I got two very colorful palettes. One from JCat Beauty. This is the JCat Beauty Hollywood 24 eyeshadow palette. It is super colorful. And then also the Essence All About the Magical Forest eyeshadow palette. These are all more shimmers. We're gonna see what the drugstore has to offer with colorful eye look. So since this has all the mattes, we're gonna start with the JCat Beauty. I will go ahead and say that it's got like this plastic insert and it feels like it could pop out at any moment. If I'm remembering correctly, it was pretty daggum cheap, so I'm not gonna get that upset about it. It's got this kind of banana powder color here. I think I'm gonna combine it with a little bit of this kind of ashier brown as my transition shade. Can y'all see anything? Is it too close to my skin color? Let me just try just the ashier cool tone brown. I usually let my hair do all the talking because it's so bright. I typically don't do bright eyeshadow looks anymore. However, we have a whole rainbow and another rainbow. Let's have some more fun with it. I'm gonna go into this kind of mauve pink shade, maybe mix it a little bit with this darker color, and that's gonna be our new transition shade. We're getting a little patchy. I don't know if it's the shade necessarily or if it is a lack of a primer, a real primer being down there, if it's the concealer, who knows, but we're gonna keep working with it and trying. I'm gonna take this kind of orange color. This could go very wrong. The second I went to blend out that little line right there, it pretty much took all of the pigment off of right here. And keeping with the what are you thinking theme, let's then take this bright fracking yellow and put it in the center. Why am I kind of angry that it's not that bright? I should be happy because that'll make it easier to blend. Like if I'm gonna go obnoxious, I want it to show up. The second you start to blend another color into it, it just takes it away. Do you see? I'm going to use a little bit of a setting spray on this one and see if we can pack it in there. I'm just reminding myself that it was really cheap, so I can't be that angry. I'm gonna go back with the orange one to put some color back in there because it moved everything. Okay, and then I'm gonna take that lightest pink shade again, and that's gonna be our front color here. Again, that yellow is just disappearing the second I start blending. I'm gonna wet it, I'm gonna squeeze it to make it a little more tapered. Sometimes you just gotta laugh when you're hurting. Okay, we'll go back with the yellow to try to put some more pigment in there. Let's dust off all this fallout, because currently I look like an orange and yellow beast under the eyes, and then we'll play with something else. Before I do anything else, I'm going to use some setting spray to try to set my eyes so nothing else falls off and disappears. So our setting spray that I thought you weren't going to see until the very end is by JCat Beauty. Maybe they can help their own eyeshadows stay down. I'm sorry, I love JCat for my highlight, but this eyeshadow is not my friend today. However, from JCat Beauty is the Spray Set Go Makeup Setting Spray infused with cucumber. Just for poops and giggles, let's take this shimmery purple and then the shimmery blue. So this will go on the outside, this will go closer to the inside, underneath the eyes. I wouldn't bother getting this if Morphe still has their bright rainbow one. If you want a bright color, try that one. I'm sure they're not too far off in price. Hopefully the saving grace of this is the Physicians Formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner in the shade Black. Maybe I'm just too picky with my eyeliner, but I don't feel like that did as much as I wanted it to. It took a lot of work to get it this dark. I guess I just like mine as black as my soul. Apparently the world's favorite drugstore mascara is the L'Oreal Lash Paradise Mascara. I got it in waterproof and black. It's black to be specific. We're gonna see if it's worth the hype. I don't know. What if I don't like this and the world hates me after this? I hate to say it, I'm a little underwhelmed. I think I'm just obsessed with my Essence, what is it, Lash Princess mascara. Okay, to finish up, we're finally gonna finish the complexion and get the rest of my face looking like a face and not just a blob. There wasn't a lot of new on the market stuff that had a lot of hype around it or that I haven't tried before. So for contour, we are going to try the e.l.f. Beautifully Bare Natural Glow Face Palette. And we are really, from this one, only trying the contour powder. Maybe it's because the face has oxidized so much darker than my normal self, but I'm not really seeing it the way I want to, so I'm gonna load up some extra. I might regret this. I don't know, I'm gonna have to try that one again on a day where my face is its normal complexion. Right now there's a lot of things I'm not happy about. Okay, for highlight, I wanted to try the Ulta Beauty Illuminator in the shade Brilliant Diamond. I don't think it's really showing up on camera, but in person there's a big white cast, and again this could be because the complexion has oxidized a bit darker than I'm used to. I'll try it again, but I'm not mad at the shine that I can get out of it. That looks nice. So for blush, I really love a good dusty mauve color. So since I've never used Maybelline's blushes before, we're trying the Maybelline Fit Me blush in the shade 45 Plum. And to top everything off for our lipstick, of course I wanted to choose a nude one because I knew today was going to be a very vibrant day. So this is the Milani lipstick in the shade Teddy Bear. So this is the final look of the first impressions. So thank you for bearing with me and dealing with all the frustrations for today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next week for another video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.